Hey guys, Senior Thesis Bart here, catching up on some videos. So, as you know from the title, this will be my Flash Season 2 episodes 6 and 7, so Enter Zoom and Guerrilla Warfare reviews. I'm putting it into one video because I honestly think, well, first, I'm 2 weeks behind, and secondly, this, along with The Darkness and the Light, was more of a 3 episode arc than it is three different episodes, or personally I feel it can be viewed that way. So I'm at least doing the last 2 episodes of that arc in one video together. So to recap, Harry, as we're calling him now, the Harrison Wells of Earth 2, has come back. They've captured Earth 2 Linda Park, aka Dr. Light, and now they're going to use Dr. Light, or try and trick Zoom into thinking Dr. Light has killed Barry so he'll come through the portal. Long story short, it works, and it works terribly, terribly well. So the most part of Enter Zoom was focused on training Linda Park, the Earth 1 Linda Park, to become Dr. Light, and so they had a lot of funny training montages. It was pretty light, pretty silly, the first part. In the end, she doesn't feel confident enough, and so Barry goes as sorry, I can speak, and masks himself as the Flash and tells her his secret identity so she can have the confidence to do this, under the guise of, like, if I'm entrusting your life for my mission, you should know who I am and what I'm doing. And so he does. They go through the plan. It doesn't really work. You have Harry and Cisco. They've picked a breach that they can go through. Harry and Cisco are about to snipe him with, like, reverse speed force darts that'll slow him down, and it doesn't seem like it worked. And so after waiting for a couple of hours, they all go home or back to their separate ways, and then Zoom comes through the portal and kidnaps Patty. Barry goes to rescue her. He fights Zoom, gets his butt completely thrashed and handed to him, and it is brutal to the max. And so in the end, Zoom drags him around. Oh, first Barry throws the lightning at him, the trick he learned from Jay, and Zoom is fast enough to catch it and throw it back at Barry. He beats Barry in a free fall, so they go up a building and fall, so they have no speed. Beats Barry in that, beats him up, paralyzes him or stabs him in the back, drags him around the city, so to the police office, to the newspaper, and into Star Labs, and saying, this is your hero, you cannot defeat me. And I think it might have actually been in Star Labs where he stabs him in the back. Cisco ends up stabbing Zoom, but Zoom runs off. And Ian Barry's just broken and defeated. And in the last couple minutes of the episode, he's like, I can't feel my legs. So you have a Nightfall situation going on. Now, I don't remember a lot of B-plots from this episode. It might have been in The Darkness and the Light, where Cisco asks Kendra Saunders, a.k.a. the Hawk Girl, a.k.a. the barista at Jitters, out on a date. She says yes, long story short. And so that sets up episode 2-7. So, Guerrilla Warfare. So, Barry's kind of trying to get back in his groove, healing, and trying to get in the mindset of being the Flash again, while Cisco actually goes on a date with Kendra, and as soon as she touches him, he actually vibes, or gets a vision, as I like to say it, of Hawkman in costume, I believe. And he's like, whoa, I have to go, and runs off, more or less. Personally, I was a little mad at this, because I'm like, bro, you want a date, just text the information down, and then just worry about it all later. But no, he has to do the right thing, and go back and write it down there, see what he can pull up. Anyways, Gorilla Grodd is coming back and stealing chemicals, and eventually ends up kidnapping Caitlin because he wants to know what happened to him. So he's getting smarter, and he wants to know what happened to him, and can this be replicated onto other gorillas so I can have more people like me. Caitlin is a little bit hesitant on the issue, but he kind of forces her to do it, and Barry can't beat, no one is strong enough to beat Zoom because Barry's still recovering physically as well as mentally. And so what they end up doing is getting Harry, so Earth 2 Harrison Wells, they call him Harry, if you haven't figured that out by now, Harry into a spare reverse Zoom, or reverse Flash costume, and he goes and tricks Grodd into letting Caitlin go, and they fight him off. And so after that, they plan on putting Grodd in Earth 2, where they have a conservatory for super sapient gorillas, apparently, because that's just a thing. I mean, they've got Aquaman in Atlantis. I don't even know anymore. But so the plan is to trap him and put him in there. The plan goes through. Flash recovers, mainly because he gets a few talks. His dad comes back in town, and he gets a few pep talks from him. And so he recovers. They push Grodd into Earth 2. And in the end, the last shot is like Grodd stumbling into a city that's apparently a mountain that's shaped like a gorilla head that has like buildings on top. And he roars and he's like, I'm going to be king of this place. Leading up to, I believe it's what's called Gorilla City in the comics. So a lot of fans are super, super excited about that. I didn't think it would happen, but apparently it is going to happen eventually. I don't think season 2, but I bet season 3 it will. And that's just going to be crazy. Now, a little speculation aspect is going around on Reddit. There were fans are pointing out that because of what happened in Enter Zoom, when Zoom appears, he's like, "So you like to fish?" and his really creepy, ominous voice. And then when Barry's dad gets back in town, he's like, "Sorry, I was away at on a national park fishing." And so people are like, "There's a connection." I don't think that's the case, but it's also just a funny note. I would give Enter Zoom a 9 out of 10 just because those last 10 minutes were amazing. And I would give Guerrilla Warfare an 8.6 out of 10. So hard act to follow, but it does it admirably. So these are my thoughts. No new episodes this week. Afterwards, I will not be doing a Flash video on Wednesday or an Arrow video on Thursday, because I'm going to be saving those 2 episodes to watch with some friends that weekend. So expect those videos that weekend, but expect every other video to be due on time if all goes well. So that's it for now. Coming up later will be my Arrow, Once Upon a Time, and iZombie reviews. So like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the socials, and Senior Thesis Bart signing off.